Hey traders, we're going to check out ES on multiple time frames, and then we're going to go through quite a few different names: Bitcoin, the NASDAQ, NVDA, Tesla, and then whatever else, the VIX, whatever else we can get our hands on in a short amount of time. So please stick around, and welcome to Options Center. This is an ongoing channel. We do all sorts of technical analysis, and we do content updates. So please go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that Options Center logo, and subscribe. We're going to go at ES on the monthly time frame. You see we had that reversal candle up here, this resistance zone. It was an ascending triangle, but broke down from that, also pushing off the 8 EMA. This is got follow through. The month is not over. We still have a half a month to go, so we will see. But right now, it is looking bearish. On the weekly time frame, and we go through, so hit the notification because we do a lot of videos. All right. And if you want to get alerted on those. Okay, so we have the weekly time frame, lower highs, lower lows. We are making a lower high here, and it will be confirmed to me if we get underneath this zone right here. So we're looking at that 37.90 area. We're getting the push off from the fake break from the channel top here, broke back down, back tested overnight, and tried to do it again in real-time trade. We have the 8 EMA, 20, all of these moving averages pushing against us. And this was a real big zone that we're sitting on right now. I'm kind of assuming that we're going to wrap around the zone going into CPI tomorrow, but we're right on it. We've had this line on here for months. We keep oscillating around it. It's creating this triangulation, and I call this the bow and arrow support and resistance. It's been treated that way for a long time. When this area breaks, which I think to the downside, but if it does to the upside, it's going to be a big move. It's going to be large. This move was not impulsive here, and so it failed. It didn't have enough momentum. And we're looking at the channel bottom here for a reaction, 200 week moving average, and then we're really targeting this low here at 3,500 area, where I think we, of course, are going to get reactions. We're not going to go straight down, but this should be a pretty impulsive move, and this is the zone. This is the zone I've been talking about for a long time. And the reason why this zone is so important, you see how price ping pong back and forth before just rocketing higher. Once we get into that area, it's probably going to treat it the same way. So this is going to be a big support area, and we'll probably get some price action in between as well. You see how that right in the midsection, that will be a channel. I'll put a line in there later. I think I have one on the daily, but that top was right at the center as well. Okay, I'm trying to, lots of information. We have the daily time frame, so go ahead and stick around. Again, we're going to check out the VIX and all these different things. We're going to do this on the daily, and then we'll go down to 65 on a little bit later. Okay, so you see where this price action is going around. It's this point of control. That's a volume shelf. It's a zone, not just a line. So we are back underneath it, rejected off of it. So this is our price action here. We bounced off of this consolidation area, which is natural, but we're looking to get to this 3,800, and we'll see what happens there. But again, I think we break down from there. We're underneath all the moving averages. The 8-day moving exponential moving averages is pushing us down. It's the it's the trending indicator for us. So this would be our next zone to test, at 3,800, and again, down here, I have a line here, but we'll talk about that later. And then the zone at 3740. All right, checking out the VIX on the daily time frame. Trend is our friend. Now look at this. This is a triangulation that we've been talking about. We said, hey, if we go underneath this, the market should go straight up. But I'll put the video up top here. And I said, is our market makers, are they going to buy volatility, or are they going to buy the market? They bought volatility, okay? We still didn't get above this triangle, so it's not a triangle breakout yet. We couldn't close above it, but I tell you what, price is pushing, and it's pushing. And if we get a solid move above this turquoise line, see ya later. It's going to pull the market down. So that's something to watch for. Apple. Apple has not been touched yet. So we're shorting Apple. After this huge move, we jumped back into Apple. Maybe I'll check these out in the 65. That's fine. I don't want to change all the boards over. It'll take too much time. So on the 65 minute, we reshorted Apple right up top here. It's a downtrend line, rejection off of it so far. We are not short Amazon. Amazon is it's just come down too much. It keeps setting up like it wants to go higher. It back tested the wedge already. You know, if anything, Amazon would be more of a hedge to me to go up, but it's not going to go without the market completely. Okay, so this is just not my favorite. It's not doing much. There's no setup here as well. I do think it came back up to the 65 or 618 retracement. So that might be a setup in itself. That'd be a 1-2 setup, but I'm more interested in these stocks. Look at Meta. It came all the way back from 85 all the way up to 190. That's insane. Just a simple retracement is good enough for me. So you had this downtrend line, broke down from it, back tested, had a secondary line, broke down from it, back tested, and I think this one's going to start charging to the downside as well. If you're a bull, you're looking at this 1-2 setup for another move to the upside. There's a bullish setup in all of these too, you guys. I am very aware of that. And Google, that's a very important trend line that it hit off of. So clearly it had a reaction, but I'm not playing this again. It had quite the move down and then a bounce, but you know, I'll wait till after it clears this downtrend or this uptrend line before actually shorting something like that. Microsoft, we are short Microsoft. It did come down a bit, but it has a lot more to go just to get down to its low there. And I saw in the options, guys, you know, it's a really cool Discord. Check it out in the description. I've been posting in there. So we had this bear flag, broke down from it, back test. That's another trade setup. So that's why I took the short there. Tesla, we're on support. We came down to support, but on my 65, I have support just a bit lower than that one. And I think that price action is going to go for this options expected move to the 162 zone. And I kind of think it's going to come to this gap here. And if the market is really angry, then we'll start to get that gap fill. But underneath this 160 area, I will reshort after. I'm not going to hold into this 162, but we took another short here as well. Okay, close the gap, and now we're reacting off of that gap, and I think we go lower. NVIDIA, this is the one that has been holding up the most. It's gone the highest. It's retraced back from its all-time highs, just a tremendous amount, and I want to nail this one. Broke down. We have all kinds of divergence on the daily time frame, upper time frames. We have sell signals all day going on this one. And so we took the short below the wedge breakdown. There's a small back test, broke down again, and now just kind of bouncing a little bit. Not impressive. And so we're back again short on NVIDIA. That's probably our biggest, it is our largest position to the downside. And it's setting up as a 1-2 setup. And this wave 3 is going to come down quite a bit fast if CPI allows it to tomorrow, if the catalyst allows it to. And we should come straight down to this gap fill at about the 211 area is the measured move. And then we should receive a nice reaction off of here. If we get back up to this 218 or so, then I will reshort it. Simple as that. SPY, Square, that's good. I shorted Coin and BITO as well. And I'm going to just be straight up. This is more of a theoretical trade to me because Bitcoin has no reason to blow up to the upside like this, okay? And I think Coin is just going along with it. I would consider this a 1-2 setup. It could be a 1-2 setup. And I get it. The bulls are going to say this is an ABC. I think it's a 1-2, and we go lower. Let's go to BITO. Actually, I don't like, yeah, we can go to BITO. That's fine. I like to use the futures contracts. But you see this, even if this is a bullish move and we back test, retrace about 50 to 60% for another bullish move to the upside, this is a killer move. The risk reward is amazing. So I like this one. It's up here at the 786 retracement. I think it goes lower at least for a retracement, and I'm good with that. We'll be out well before we think it's going to go higher, lower to the pivot. So, but I think it actually goes lower from here. Now, when BITO gets low enough, I will be scaling into this in my long term. I do like it way down here, but we're talking around this 10 range. I'm not going to wait till then in the long term. Okay, I think that's all we got. That's a lot of time spent. The breadth is not good in the market. We will be doing an update tomorrow. I won't be able to do it tonight. So thanks for sticking around. And don't forget to like the video. It really, really helps us get these videos out to